It's actually really funny. We got into New York yesterday, and we load up all our luggage and everything, and we're outside waiting on the car, and this woman comes up, and she told me she was in her 50s after the fact, but she came up to me, and this immediately goes, "I have to give you a hug." So she hugged me, and I mean, not in like a creepy fashion, but it was just, I think there's this weird juxtaposition of I guess some sort of celebrity status. I don't know, but on the flip, like, I've become this accessible person to these people because of Idol. You know, these people know things about me that I wasn't 100% sure I knew about myself at the time, and so there's I feel like the celebrity barrier, if you will, is just kind of non-existent for me, and it's great. I actually love it for the most part because I get to feel like a normal person and talk to people as opposed to feeling like a butterfly under glass. So, but that was a little interesting, I think, just because it came out of the blue. It was just cold. I was wearing a jacket for the first time in a year. It was just like, sure, I'll give you a hug, lady, I guess. I think on one hand it'd be easy for me to say yeah. I think there are times when I miss being able to not have to worry about going out and not really having to worry about what to say or how to act or anything like that. Just being, I don't know, I guess a carefree human being. But I also, I think having to worry about those things is just kind of part of the deal. I get to do what I want to do for a living, which is play music and have hopefully a lot of people listen. So I don't know that I miss it, but not enough to want to change it. One of the first celebrities I met once Idol started was, other than people associated with the show, I went to a music shop in LA and I ran into the guitar player from Our Lady Peace, and all sense of tact or playing it cool went out the window. I think I squealed at some point, and then after the season finale, I ended up writing with the singer, and it was strange to me because I didn't get. I mean, he's like the singer for that band, Rain, is my musical idol, and I was somehow able to keep my cool with him, but with Steve, their guitar player, I completely geeked out, and to me, it was like, have I become that jaded that in 2 months' time? So I have not seen Steve yet since to apologize. Proudest Idol moment was actually on the tour, I think. I got to go home and play 2 nights in Kansas City, and I believe we sold out both nights. It's like this brand new venue. I think we hit like 18,000 people each night. And to be able to be at home in that capacity, as this entertainer in an arena, and while I'm singing these songs, I can point out people in the audience that I grew up with. And there was a vindicating feeling there, because I think every DIY musician can say at some point, it was like, you're never going to make it, you should do something else. And so I found that my best motivation's always been a chip on the shoulder. I would say, I can really only speak for my season. I would say probably the most underrated was Carly. She has a monster voice, and I felt like there were some weeks when I was like, wait, what are they hearing, And it was really that way with everybody. I remember Saisha did a performance one week, and I was absolutely blown away, and the judges were all kind of lukewarm about it. And I was backstage just like, we're hearing something different. We have to be. So, yeah, I'd probably say, I'll do a tie. Underrated is probably Carly and Saisha. Overrated? I'm not touching that one. The great thing about this record for me was that, 19 and RCA and Rob Cavallo and everybody associated with the record really allowed me the creative freedom to try some different things. And so what I think the end result is we have a very eclectic rock record that's still cohesive as an album. And so it's exciting for me because I think, from the time I started playing in bands and stuff, I feel like the stuff that I've been into and the sounds that I've played have all kind of evolved a little bit, and I feel like this record's a nice a nice definition, not only of the last year of my life, but I think the last 25. No, and maybe there should have been. I don't know, but I think what worked for me on the show is that I was able to take these pop songs and make them fit some level of rock mythos, I guess. So I don't feel like I misrepresented myself on the show to where I would have had to make a pop record. But if by pop you mean popular, I certainly hope that the record is just that. It's just another one of those moments, I think, in a long line of moments over the last year where it's just been kind of like, wait, what exactly? When they told me that he submitted a song, it was I had to try to like step back and not be a Chris Cornell fan for a second, because I wanted to be unbiased and analytical of the song, because obviously I wanted this record to be as strong as it could be. The good news is that it's an amazing song, and I remember it grabbed me like the first 30 seconds. It has a message to me of this love amidst distance, and to me that's kind of universal. I think everybody can relate to that at some level. And then it was mixed with such just like a swagger rock ballad kind of song. I don't know. To me, it was like Stone Temple Pilots meets Led Zeppelin, and obviously that's not a bad combination. So just a really easy song for me to kind of internalize, and I kind of went on gut instinct with it, kind of like I did on the show. It was just if a song grabs me in the first 30 to 45 seconds, it's usually the song I need to be doing. I think on some level they're all kind of personal. If I had to pick one that was kind of poignantly personal, probably Permanent. It's the next to the last track on the record, and we had like 2 weeks left to record, and that song kind of came together real quick. I knew that the record was lacking this kind of bare, honest, naked song, and so I was writing with Rain Maida and his wife Chantal, and Chantal played this really beautiful piano melody, and immediately it struck me like I want this to be like a piano lullaby to my older brother, who's been battling a brain tumor for a long time, and so we put the music all together. I ended up writing the lyrics while we were recording another song at Rob's, and wrote it in like 10 minutes. And it was just, I didn't allow myself to be metaphorical or be anything other than just like, this is the exact thought that I'm thinking. I'm going to put it on paper and just leave it alone. And the end result was this song, Permanent. So we tracked it in a studio with like a 15-piece string orchestra and a piano and me on vocals, and took like 2 takes, and somehow we managed to really tune into the vibe of the song. Like Rob was crying, my A&R guy Ashley was crying, I was crying, of course, because I do that all the time, and it was just one of those really it's kind of emotional moments. I think, especially for me, just from the standpoint of to have a song in your head turn out the way that it started in your head is something that I think a lot of artists strive for. So the fact that I was able to pull it off that one time. So if I only pulled it off once in this 10-year stretch, it was still a really, really amazing feeling.